Sum 41 on WRSE and Over My Head, Better Off Dead, track 2 off of the excellent follow-up to All Killer and No Filler, which came out in, All Killer was 2001, this album was 2004, and this is a great album that was on Does This Look Infected? Great band. They really hope that Sum 41 puts some new good music out very, very soon. They need to reunite with Dave Shabba, that's what needs to happen. Excellent group, and I believe the album was actually 2002, Does This Look Infected, but so do not quote me on that. But folks, it's going to be a great show here. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Now I'm here with a great local band out of Lombard, Illinois, Blue Jay Water and the Red Robbins. Gentlemen, what is going on?
How you doing?
How's it going?
Good. Doing all right, gents. So I don't know if you guys want to go around and just, introduce yourselves or.
Well, I'm Blue Jay Water. I'm the lead singer and guitarist for the band.
My name's Ethan Brennan. I'm the bassist, and I do some backup vocals.
My name is Tony, and I play drums.
And they actually call Tony the Tony. And today, these gentlemen are going to do 2 interview segments with us, and then we're actually going to have them, we're going to come back, and they're going to play 2 live sets, or songs for us. So they're going to play a little 2-song set, and it's going to be great. And now, gentlemen, just jumping right into it, you guys write all your own music, right?
That's correct. Well, actually, the 2 that we're going to be playing today are guitarist here, Jay, wrote.
Okay.
They were like 2 of his first ones that he had mentioned when I first joined, actually. He's like, oh, I got some awesome songs. I got to show them to you. So, I'll let him do a little bit of that.
Yeah, wrote the material a couple of months ago before we all got together, which is really strange because I had the songs written, almost a year ago, and we've just been together. We're reaching our 3-month anniversary, and I just presented the material, and they seemed to like it. That's kind of funny story about one of the songs. Should I tell the story?
Please do. Please tell that story.
The one song that we'll be doing is called Tease to Please, and it has a very funny story behind it. I was, after a party with a couple of friends of mine, I went to Steak and Shake, and I received a phone call from a girl space friend of mine, and she's like, come on over. And I'm like, all right. So I started heading over, and she calls me up at the last second. She's like, no, can't do it. Got stuff to do. I'm like, tease. And then as I'm walking out in my inebriated state, I was started singing the very first verse. I went downtown looking for a tram, found myself in a trance, and just evolved right from there. A week later, I showed it to them, and then #1 hit.
Awesome. So when you guys write songs, is there like a primary songwriter, or do you guys all kind of do a mix of it? How does that work?
Yeah, I would say I'm the primary songwriter. We have this approach where we each we deviate ourselves, and we all come together, a week later whenever we have practice, and we all have little inputs on, songs that we've done. For the majority of the stuff I've written, but we've collaborated on multiple attempts, and our drummer actually presented one of his works that is very fascinating, and maybe you want to talk about that one a bit? The meaning behind?
Only one.
Yeah.
So, I have a song that we do called You're Only One Tonight, and basically the story behind that song, I just wanted to write a very cheesy sounding typical 80s rock song.
Cool.
And he succeeded.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make the lyrics very simple, tell me I'm your only one, tell me I'm your one, tell me I'm your only one tonight.
Awesome.
It basically just revolves around that.
Very, very cool. No, it's definitely great whenever bands have multiple songwriters, because you guys got a bunch of different people looking at the same thing, giving their own input on it, which is always good, and it always helps to have another new song to be working on. If you're in a drought, maybe the other guy's not, and vice versa, all that.
Yeah, when I was first writing that song, I wasn't really that crazy about it, because there were so many better songs that I've written, and I just didn't think it was one of my best. But after I recorded my own version of it, it kind of grew on me, and I like it a lot now.
Excellent, man. Excellent. Now, how did you guys all meet and kind of get the band going? You guys want to talk about that?
Story time, Ethan.
Okay, I think I'll jump off on this one because you guys have had a little bit of time to talk. So,
Ethan's
yeah, right. This is my story time. A couple years ago, I think it's about 6 years ago now. About 6 years ago, the 3 of us got brought in by a mutual friend of ours to form a band that we called Made in America at the time. Not like made in, it's like maiden, like a woman maiden kind of thing.
Right. Iron Maiden.
Yeah, like an Iron Maiden, just without the iron. Yeah. So then we ended up changing the band name after a while, a Cyanide Story, and we were all together. It was the three of us and two guys that were my age in school. These guys are both younger than me. But,
not by much.
Yeah, not by much, I know. But we got together and we started writing some stuff, and it's like, we were all so different in what we wanted out of the band. The guy who brought us together was big into metal. One of the other guys was big into metal. And I was pretty much just, I'll play whatever. I'm pretty classic rock, mostly, I'd say. Tony's literally everything. You could throw whatever you want in front of him and he'll play it.
Yeah.
And Jay here is more of a blues man, which is kind of the whole thing with us. And so we all got together and it's like, it's not really working kind of thing. So eventually we just kind of separated. And then a couple years ago now, it was maybe 3, I did some stuff with Tony. Like I called him in and we did some open mics, and like one open mic at COD, College DuPage. And then he's like, oh, hey, you remember Jay? It's like, yeah, I remember Jay. It's like, and he's like, oh, you want to get together because we're having a groups form and we're kind of like bluesy stuff. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll check it out. So then I got involved with JTA, his little project. That didn't last very long. And then Jay contacted me about 3 months ago. And he's like, hey, you want to be in another band? It's like, sure, let's try it out. And that's how
origin.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's the origin story.
And then just, Jay being the Blue Jays, like, Blue Jays and Red Robins, and very, very cool. But that being said, for those of you that cannot see this, well, I can't.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah, right. They have actually color coordinated. So Jay's wearing blue, and Ethan and Tony and I should say Ethan and the Tony are wearing red. So that's very, very cool, very interesting. In fact, Ethan's wearing a Spider-Man shirt. And it's a great movie, great film. Actually, I have not seen the most recent one, but the other ones are pretty good. The last one was, I didn't like the third one, but.
Oh, you'll like the recent one.
Really? Excellent, man, excellent. Well, back on topic, Jay.
Jesus.
Jeez, Jay. No, man. So, all right. So we talked about how you guys got going and the band name and all. You guys have been going for how long now?
Together?
I was actually wondering that the other day too myself. So I did the math and I looked at Facebook. Yeah, I plugged for Facebook.
Yeah. Because
everybody needs to know what Facebook is. I look back on my timeline and I kind of dated it, and it was July 31st when we had our first get-together. So this Halloween we would be together for only 3 months.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Because everyone tells us we're incredibly good, and we've done at least 15 shows. Shows meaning like open mics and stuff. And it's just crazy because, before we've been together for 3 months, it's like, we're already on the radio.
Yeah.
And we're also lined up to do a TV show on a Comcast network for a friend of mine.
Excellent.
So we're already lined up to do a lot of that stuff. And we got a bunch of other shows lined up because of Tony. He lined us up a bunch of shows.
Cool beans. Yeah. So do each of you have a specific role in the band besides just, writing songs, playing this, playing that?
Take it.
Actually, we do. I just recently assigned them stations. Tony, since he's actually been in multiple bands over the years, and he has a lot of connections, we decided that he will be our show manager, essentially. He'll contact all the places he's played before, try and book with people he's been with, and just tag along.
And then that makes him Robin number 1?
Essentially, I don't like to give
That's
them
a little
numbers.
hurtful.
Yeah, exactly. I try to maintain an even keel.
Right.
Ethan kind of gets his number 1 slot because he's very outgoing and he knows a lot of people. He can mesh well with groups, and I just figured you got that mentality to connect with people. Why not be a promotional, our advertiser?
Cool.
And he does. We've both done really well, or they've both done pretty well doing that. And me, I have the easy role of being the band leader.
Nice.
So
Excellent.
I have the wrangling going on, and then the behind the scenes managing stuff, for when we got time slots and little details about shows.
Cool. So then you guys are just managing yourselves in right now.
Essentially, yeah.
Excellent. And then that's working out for you guys.
Yeah, so far. We got like 8 or 9 shows lined up. We got over like 300 fans on like all of our combined stuff. We seem to be doing pretty well, and we'll probably keep on doing it.
Yeah, gentlemen, definitely. Well, everybody out there will be back with Blue Jay Water and the Red Robins right after this. Really, really quick, just want to say this though. You guys, I thought you guys would have been together for a long time, because you're much longer than that, because you guys seem like you've been friends for a while, and you guys are all you guys all fit very well in the same band because you guys have very similar personalities and.
It's true.
Like, all right, I'm going to go through it really, really quick. We got Jay, the leader, the really nice guy, you know, who's like, yeah, you know, cool. You got Ethan, who is a nice guy, but you can tell, give him a couple of drinks. Good guy, but that's when the unfiltered Ethan comes out, and then, you know.
I'm also the chick magnet of the
Yes,
group.
yes, definitely.
He's got the sweetness.
Definitely. And then
Got the
there's
sweetness.
the
Yes.
Tony, who everybody, I don't know if everybody knows it, but he knows it. He's the one that's actually running things here. That's why he's the
I
Tony.
try.
And eventually the group will be called the Tony and the Red Robbins.
I can see that.
I've been downsized.
I'm just kidding. Gentlemen, no, man, this is going to be a lot of fun. I mean, you guys are really, really cool. So we'll be back with Blue Jay Water and the Red Robins after this, after St. George Harrison on WRSE.
Good choice.
Oh my god.
Excellent, guys.